Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I've got some hedges around the house I want to trim, and I just so happened to come across this garden groom. I wanted to give that a try today. So this is a hedger that has kind of a collection system here for collecting the clippings once they're cut, which is a pretty good idea, I think. There's no cleanup afterwards, supposedly. Usually I'm hauling stuff to a pile or to a collection area for the clippings. So with this, it will collect in the unit here. There's also a long collection, I think they call it a mega bag. I don't know if I'll be needing that, but that came with this. Now, I did get this lightly used, and it is corded as you see here. I'll show you some specs on this, or tell you some specs. I believe it's Midi or Midi, I'm not sure. This particular unit is recommended for elderly people or women, that's what they say anyway. Weighs approximately 6 pounds. Has a double handle, safety handle features here. So you have to use both hands to operate the unit. Now, I didn't get this from the company, and I don't have a manual, instruction manual. I do have this limited warranty here, and that's probably not going to be good since I bought this second hand. So if you do get instruction manual, make sure you read it over. This actually looks like it was never even used here. The bag, I'm not sure though yet. So let's go ahead and take that bag off there, remove that, and take a closer look at the blade on the garden groom. Okay, so holding it with two hands, it's really not that heavy. I think the measurements are 25 inches long by 12 inches high, and then the width is, I believe, 11 inches. Here's a look at the concealed blade. Cuts in two places. Traveling in this direction at 3,400 RPMs. So yeah, cutting right here, and that is pretty sharp. And then also cutting right here. As far as depth, so you're going to be cutting possibly, like what you see there. You can see that. So it looks like it will work pretty well. That is kind of a safety feature. You're not going to have to worry about cutting your cord either, which I've done in the past with traditional hedgers. Let's look at this collection bin or container. It's just held on back here. And then simply just remove it and then empty it. So it looks a little dirty here, so it's been used. I can't really tell. I think it lightly used. The machine's pretty clean, but I really don't know. The other bag, the mega bag, I guess, we'll get into that later. That has a collection bin as well. It's a little smaller, I believe. It has a long hose. Seems to be kind of plastic or lightweight, maybe even paper. But we'll get into that later. Let's go ahead and put this back in place. So that's pretty easy to do. And the safety handles, you have to pull this one and pull this one here. Then you can just lock it in place right there. I'm guessing if you release either one of them, it's probably going to turn itself off. So, seems pretty easy to use. Let's go ahead and find an extension cord and try it out. Okay, so we've got our cord plugged up now. We're ready to start trimming. Before trimming, I want to show you or let you hear how the blade system here creates a suction sound. You can actually tell, it sounds almost like a vacuum cleaner. So here we go. So I've been wondering when the container is going to be full, and I'm able to see that just holding it up to the light. So I'm probably a third of the way. We need to empty it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty handy. We have a taller hedge here. Let's see how well it works. So it's supposed to be reduced down 10 times. You can be your own judgment on that. Some of that stuff is reduced way down, and this would be good for compost. All right, so we're finished with the hedges, and overall, I'm really impressed with the garden Groom. I didn't really expect it to do as well as it does, but it's easy to use. It's best, I think, to keep it groomed maybe 2-3 times a year. But even with the tall stuff, you just kind of pounce on it, and it will cut that down. I like the range here that I'm able to, move my hand all directions. It's comfortable. I didn't have gloves, and there's no blisters. Didn't take a whole long time to trim those hedges either. Let's take a look at them. What I want to point out is, you can see there's not hardly any clippings that fell. Most of it was vacuumed up. Now there's some over here. This was the high hedge where I had to just kind of pounce on it with the groomer. Some of that did fall to the ground, but when you use the sweeping motion, it does a good job of collecting the clippings. Usually, if I trimmed what I did here today, all this would be covered in green, and I'd have to rake that up and take it off in a wheelbarrow, or rake it up and put it in a garbage can or whatever. It takes care of this kind of stuff okay. Again, you have to, from the top, just push down on it. Another thing that I really liked about the groomer was the fact that I didn't have to worry about the cord at all. Getting wrapped around one of the hedges and then kind of getting in here and hiding, and all of a sudden come up around and then, cut where it's exposed at, because I have cut hoses, or I've cut lines, extension wires before. So yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed. I'm not just saying that. But I'm happy with the purchase. I'm happy with the way it works. So I want to go over the mega bag really quick before ending the video. Mega bag would be used if you're going to be trimming quite a bit and you need a better collection of for your trimmings. You've got this bigger bag here, has a hose, looks like kind of a lightweight polyester material. This has a zipper. When you get finished, you can just unzip it and dump out the clippings. Looks like you can unzip it here as well, and maybe replace this if you need to sometime. Yeah, this has never been even put on the groomer. Now I attached this part that will connect to the groomer here with a Velcro strap. Really easy to do, as you see there. Nice and snug. Again, this will connect to the groomer. I'll go ahead and put it on. Well, I guess that's going to be it for this garden groom. Again, I'm really impressed with the way it works. I like the fact actually that it is corded. Don't have to worry about battery life or mixing fuel. Let's take a look at the blade again. After using it, and it is unplugged, that is still very sharp. Both of the blades are very sharp still. So thanks for watching the video. I hope it's been helpful. Till next time, have a great day out there. Thanks for watching The Garden Groom. Take care.